Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And let's just get right into this review. So at the very beginning of this episode, little Zayn is being questioned by his wife Ashley about all the things that she found out from his family in last week's episode at their little barbecue. And while Ashley is questioning little Zayn, he's pretending like he doesn't remember anything and he doesn't know if certain things happened. And I was honestly getting annoyed with him because he remembers everything. He just doesn't want to have this conversation with her. But Ashley ended up finding out a lot from Zayn's family because when little Zayn's mom was talking to her, she said that not only did she help name this baby that he allegedly has with this woman, Michelle, but she also claims this baby as her grandchild. She also ended up spilling the tea about how she knew that little Zayn was with this woman, Michelle, at the same time that he was with Ashley, and she immediately started questioning Zayn about this, but he claims that he doesn't remember, and Ashley starts asking him if he ever had Michelle in Atlanta with him, and he said that she probably came to Atlanta 1 or 2 times just to drop off the kids, but he doesn't remember actually being with her in Atlanta. So obviously he's lying about this. He just doesn't want to tell the truth, and at this point, had he would have told the truth to Ashley, he could have avoided all this drama to begin with. Now, at the end of this conversation between little Zayn and his wife Ashley, he says that he wants to set up a meetup between them and this woman Michelle so that they can finally clear things up. And Ashley's all for having this conversation with this woman because she wants to find out what else little Zayn is hiding. But honestly, she knows what he's hiding. She knows that he's lying. She knows that he's cheated, and she's still staying with him anyway. She's kind of definitely giving me Rasheeda vibes because she knows this guy is not good for her, but she's choosing to stay with him anyway. Now, because Kirk claims that after seeing these text messages between him and Jasmine, she put him out of the house and he's been staying somewhere else. So in this episode, Rasheeda and Kirk's children start questioning her about what's going on between her and their father. And basically, Rasheeda breaks down everything that's went on with this whole Jasmine situation and how she pulled up on them at one of their events and started showing everybody these text messages saying that Kirk has been trying to sleep with her. Rasheeda tells them that the only reason why Jasmine claims that she's doing any of this stuff is because Kirk tried to lie on her and say that she opens the door naked when he comes to pick up their son, and because she felt like he was lying on her, she decided to get back at him with what she says is the truth. And Kirk's daughter was kind of getting on my nerves because I know that's her father, but at the end of the day, she was trying to say that she doesn't believe that Kirk actually meant that she opens the door naked, but that she opens the door dressed in like booty shorts and stuff like that. And I mean, then he is lying because he said that she came to the door in her birthday suit. That means that she was completely naked when she answered the door. If she's wearing booty shirts and like a tank top or something, or like a belly shirt or something, that's not her being naked. So I don't understand why he would put that out there if it wasn't true, because his daughter is saying that she's went to pick up their son before too, and basically Jasmine opens the door in like booty shorts and stuff, which she's allowed to wear. So I don't know why Kirk is upset that she answers the door like this. I mean, I think that she should put a little bit more on to answer the door for him. However, it's her house, and if that's the way that she wants to dress, she should be able to dress like that if she wants to. Kirk shouldn't even be staring at her body to care how she comes to the door. But Rasheeda ends up telling them that she doesn't even believe what Jasmine is saying because when she read the text messages, she didn't see anything in there saying that he was trying to sleep with her. So she doesn't believe what Jasmine is saying, but that she did put Kirk out of the house because at the end of the day, she's still upset that she's in this situation, and that even though she decided to forgive him and still stay with him after he cheated and had a baby with Jasmine, she's still processing everything that happened and she's still not fully over it. So the kids are trying to get her to talk to Kirk. And look, I don't believe for 1 second that Rasheeda put Kirk out of the house. I think that's just part of the storyline. I don't know if Kirk was really trying to sleep with Jasmine. He slept with her before though and cheated on Rasheeda with her and had a child. So Rasheeda decided to stay with him after that happened, and so now she's involved in this stupid drama. I just feel like Rasheeda doesn't need to be involved in this stupid drama between Kirk and this woman Jasmine that he has a child with. I feel like she should have left him so that she wouldn't even be involved in this type of drama. But because she decided to stay, now she's involved in his drama. And look, I'm not trying to make Rasheeda the villain in this situation because to me, she's not the villain. I feel like Kirk is because he's the one that decided to step out of his marriage. But I also feel like Jasmine was wrong because she slept with Kirk knowing that he was married. However, in my opinion, Kirk is the main person in the wrong in this situation, and had he wouldn't have stepped out of his marriage, Rasheeda wouldn't even be in this situation. Now, Karlie and Sierra seem to think that it's a badge of honor because they've been proposed to multiple different times, and both of them are collecting rings like they're Thanos. And so they decide that they're going to take pictures together because they're deciding to plan their engagement parties together. Now, look, I thought this was kind of funny because it seems like they're kind of trolling the people that be in the comment sections talking about them because of how many times they have gotten engaged. However, I don't know why they think it's something to brag about that they keep getting proposed to and how they constantly keep a man all the time, because that's not a good thing. I feel like they don't take time in between these relationships to really work on themselves and really heal before they get into another relationship, and that's why a lot of their relationships don't end up working out. Now, Karlie and Sierra do talk about all the drama that went down at Zell's event in last week's episode between her and Bambi, and basically she claims that she's so hurt because Bambi threw a phone at her, even though she's the one that started the beef with Bambi in the first place. And look, she was saying that she's upset at the fact that Bambi is doing business with her ex Kai, and how she feels like they're sleeping together because she says that that's something that Kai told her. I don't know if this man Kai really said that him and Bambi were sleeping together. I don't believe that Bambi is sleeping with Kai. I don't think anybody wants that man except for Karlie. So I don't even know why she brought that up. I don't know why she's trying to paint this picture about Bambi. But she's sitting over there saying that she's also upset at the fact that Bambi's even doing business with her ex because she thinks that's off limits. And look, I wouldn't do business with one of my friends' exes. Even if me and that friend were no longer friends anymore, I wouldn't do it. However, Karlie has no room to talk because she's the one that came at Bambi. She's the one that, was yelling in her face. She's the one that's been talking about her behind her back to everybody, trying to tarnish her reputation. And she's running around here befriending everybody who doesn't like Bambi. So if Bambi decides that she wants to do business with Karlie's ex, I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. So little Zayn and his wife Ashley end up meeting with his ex Michelle, but before his wife Ashley ends up getting there, little Zayn is very flirty with this woman Michelle. She shows up, he pulls her chair out for her and tells her how good she looks, and I was like, he's doing the most right now. And I know he was doing it because his wife wasn't there, but if he would do that when he knows the cameras are rolling, what does he do with this woman Michelle when the cameras aren't rolling? So I definitely feel like there's something still going on between him and Michelle. But when Ashley gets there, she has a lot of questions for Michelle because of all the information that she found out from little Zayn's family. She ended up asking Michelle to basically clarify the timeline of her relationship with little Zayn because she wanted to see if things overlapped between them. And so Ashley starts asking Michelle if she knew that her and little Zayn were together, and Michelle said that she knew when they first got together, but she didn't take it seriously because it was just another woman that little Zayn was messing with at the time. And so Michelle was still dealing with little Zayn at the time that he first got with Ashley. And then Michelle starts saying that the only reason why little Zayn proposed to Ashley is because he found out that she was pregnant and he did not want Ashley to end up leaving him because Michelle was pregnant, so he decided to marry her. And Ashley is really upset about this, and she starts questioning little Zayn about if that's the reason why he proposed to her. And he said that he knew that Michelle was pregnant when he proposed to Ashley, but he's claiming that that's not the reason why he married Ashley. I don't know if I believe what he's saying because Michelle is saying all this stuff with a straight face in front of him, and he's not correcting anything that Michelle is saying. So I'm more inclined to believe what Michelle's saying rather than believing what little Zayn has to say. And Ashley is very furious about this whole situation because Michelle is too comfortable talking to Ashley any type of way, and it was crazy. Michelle starts saying that little Zayn loves her, and Ashley starts questioning little Zayn about it, like, oh, you love Michelle, and he's just sitting there not really answering any questions. If I was Ashley, I would have got up, told them that they can be together. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I'm filing for divorce, and I would have just walked away. But Ashley continued to engage in this conversation for a little bit longer. And then Ashley and Michelle end up having this really heated back and forth because Ashley is saying that she does not want, Michelle's son to have their last name because it's not little Zayn's son. But Michelle is saying that she doesn't want to change the last name because that's the only last name that her son knows, and she really doesn't want to do that. And then she starts saying that the only reason why her son has little Zayn's last name is because he wanted the baby to have his last name. She said that when she got pregnant, little Zayn knew that the baby was not his, but because the father didn't want to be involved, he said that he would raise the baby as his own and that he didn't mind the baby having his last name. And you could tell that Ashley was completely shocked finding out this information, and she was really hurt and upset, and she starts questioning little Zayn about this. And he's not really answering any of her questions. He's not giving complete answers or clear answers to anything. He's not saying yes or no. He's just saying that he doesn't know or he doesn't remember. And at this point, I was getting frustrated with Ashley because I feel like she should have just got up and walked away, but instead she didn't. She continued to engage in the back and forth, and basically she said that Michelle doesn't respect her marriage to little Zayn, and Michelle clapped back and said that she does respect their marriage because she's not sleeping with little Zayn. And obviously Ashley got upset about this because she didn't even know that that was an option for Michelle to sleep with little Zayn. I don't know why she thought that that wasn't an option, because it was clear to me from the way that little Zayn interacted with Michelle when she walked into the restaurant that there was something going on between the two of them. So I just feel like Ashley looks like a fool at this point. And all I'm gonna say is Michelle doesn't respect their marriage because little Zayn doesn't respect his marriage. Because if little Zayn wasn't in Michelle's face trying to sleep with her and being very flirtatious with her, she would have no reason to be in his face entertaining him either. So I just feel like it's just a really messy situation, and I feel like Ashley should just divorce little Zayn so that she doesn't have to be involved in this drama anymore. Now, Spice ends up putting together this really cute baby brunch for Rennie to celebrate her pregnancy, and she ends up inviting all of Rennie's friends to come, and Shekinah and Zell end up showing up first. And when Zell walks in, he ends up getting into a heated back and forth with Shekinah because he felt like Shekinah was making disrespectful comments towards him, and so he ends up storming out of the restaurant and leaving and going outside to try to cool off a little bit. Now, Shekinah was basically saying that Zell ended up getting a real woman pregnant and she's having his baby, and she was saying it as if she was shocked because she mostly knows that he sleeps with men. Now, I understand where Shekinah was coming from. I understand what she was trying to say. However, she said it in a distasteful way, so I can understand why Zell got offended by it. I feel like Shekinah doesn't really know how to bite her tongue, and sometimes she says things in a harsh way that people don't want to hear, so that's definitely something that she needs to work on. And when Zell ends up coming back inside, Shekinah does try to apologize to him, but he doesn't really want to hear it. I feel like Zell is probably going through something because he seemed very agitated at this brunch. And when Kendra ends up showing up, her and Shekinah start telling Spice everything that went down at Zell's event in last week's episode between Bambi and Karlie, and how they ended up almost getting into a physical fight and Bambi threw a phone at Karlie. Now, Spice was saying that she was glad that she wasn't there, but in the back of her mind, I know she's saying that she knew that that friendship was not going to last because, honestly, no friendship with Karlie ends up lasting. Now, Rasheeda, Yandy, Sierra, and Saucy Santana all end up showing up to this brunch, and you can tell that there's some tension between Saucy Santana and Zell, but everybody was having a good time at first, and you can tell that Rennie was really happy that Spice put this brunch together for her, and she seemed really happy and excited. But when they all sit at a table together and they start talking about what happened at Zell's baby mama reveal event in last week's episode, Zell can overhear Shekinah and Saucy Santana talking about his situation and the woman that he ended up getting pregnant. So he ends up confronting the two of them, and that's when Santana gets all hyped up and starts saying F you and your baby mama, and he starts going off. So the two of them are having a very heated back and forth with each other, and I think that it was wrong for Santana and Shekinah to be talking about Zell's baby mama like that. I just didn't think that it was right. I mean, what was the point of them having a conversation about this woman, especially when he's sitting right there? Instead of saying it to Zell, they're saying it amongst each other where he can hear them talking. I just felt like it wasn't the time or the place. And then I didn't like that Saucy Santana started bringing up the rumors that are out there about this woman that Zell got pregnant, saying that he heard that she gets drunk and sleeps with everybody. And it's like, I don't think that it was right that he was going around telling everybody about these rumors that he heard about this woman. I feel like if he felt some type of way about these rumors, he could have pulled Zell to the side and told him about it so that he was giving him a warning about this woman instead of yelling it in front of everybody, because there are also rumors out there about Saucy Santana too, and if everybody took and believed everything that was said about him, I don't think that he would appreciate that. So I think he was the one in the wrong in this situation. But I'm not gonna lie, I thought that it was hilarious when Zell ended up checking Yandy and Rasheeda. Normally I don't like when women and men go back and forth with each other. I just don't think that it's necessary. unnecessary. However, in this particular situation, Yandy and Rasheeda were both kind of laughing and giggling while this situation was going down, and Zell felt like they were making a joke out of his situation, and he didn't like that. So he ended up checking the both of them. He basically told Yandy that she should stop laughing at other people's situations because she has her own issues in her marriage that she needs to worry about. And then he said the same thing about Rasheeda, and they got quiet and got upset, acting like they were so confused about why he was saying this to them. But they were sitting there smiling while this shit was going down between him and Saucy Santana, while Saucy Santana was talking bad about the mother of his child. So look, I feel like Zell had a reason to be upset with them. They got mad because they were acting like they were confused as to why he was upset. I don't know if they were smiling and laughing at what Santana was saying, but I feel like the way that the timing of it was, that's why it looks that way. So everybody ends up leaving because Yandy and Rasheeda were upset at Zell checking the two of them. And so everybody leaves except for Rennie and Santana, and they're sitting down having a conversation. And basically Santana was trying to say that he wasn't trying to come from a bad place when he said this stuff about the woman that Zell got pregnant. He was just trying to let, Zell know that he should be careful who he gets pregnant and that he should get to know more about this woman before he just says that the baby is his, because he doesn't think that it's right for him to just assume that this baby is his because the woman says she's pregnant. And he also claims that nobody saw an ultrasound. Now, we don't know if Zell saw an ultrasound of this woman. We don't even know if this woman is really pregnant. However, if Zell is believing that this woman is pregnant and that she's having his baby, he's the one that has to figure that out. I feel like Santana probably is coming from a good place, but it didn't look that way by the way that he was saying things to Zell. I think he could have said it in a better way, and I think that he could have said it to Zell one-on-one instead of yelling it and getting mad and started calling this woman all types of names. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.